Alright, and as you can see now, for a while there was only one student. I only had one student because the teacher was teaching themselves, is what I think was going on. But after the teacher is fully taught, they can accept more students. So I have 5 people being taught right now, which is good. And they will just be students and learn and become smart, and then take that knowledge and bring it back to the town and be a successful member of society, and build bridges and discover the atom, and map the human genome, and let's see, other Nobel Prize winning things, which they have not been invented yet. But one of these people will invent the Nobel Prize. That is a fact that I will stand by. Biggstown II will create the Nobel Prize, is what I'm saying. We will be the most successful town in wherever this is. I'm going to assume Nowhere Land. All we know is that we've been banished here. So it could actually potentially be like a prison colony, kind of like Australia or America was back in the day. But I'm not saying it's either one of those. I'm saying the situation is similar. Probably. Probably similar. Maybe not. Just covering my ass here. Okay, so that's not going to probably get built until spring. But it seems like everything is running smoothly so far, which is good. Oh, cool. My blacksmith finally got built. Get that blacksmith in there, start building some tools. Because we're running dangerously low. As you can see, we only have 3 tools stored left. And once the tools run out, everyone will start running out of tools, and then they'll be doing their jobs much less effectively. And nobody wants that, especially not me, because I don't want to watch another town die. I don't think I can do it again. I've already watched 3. And it's weighed heavily on my heart. But anyway, talk of happier things. What should I put here next? I'm thinking either a hospital or a herbalist. Because I think in order to have a doctor in a hospital, you have to have better education, maybe? But I am not yet sure. Should I bite the bullet and just build a hospital? Or should I go for the herbalist? Because the herbalist takes a lot less resources to build. I think I'll wait on the hospital until I have more resources, and I will put the herbalist over here. Right next to everything else that needs a kind of a gather circle, because they need to gather their herbs and gerbs and stuff, and so I'll put that over there. And it doesn't look like we're having too much of a problem with sickness at the moment, but you never know, which is why I'm putting these here preemptively, because you never know, is what I'm saying. I haven't had it happen yet where I've caught, like, my town has caught some weird disease and just been taken out, but it only takes once, and then you're screwed. Let's see. My population is doing well. No one is dying. No one's freezing, which is good. Even though it's like 16 degrees, it looks like we're keeping a steady supply of firewood. Do we have any general laborers? We don't. We have no general laborers, which is probably why collecting these trees and stuff is taking so long. But all the positions I have filled right now are absolutely necessary. So I'll have to wait until a couple of these children grow up, which will hopefully be this coming spring. And then I can... Whoa, where are you going there? Then I can allocate them to new jobs and build more buildings. And get them to work there. So... And hopefully that happens soon, because I would really like to continue on here and build some more stuff, because right now I'm not limited by my means. As you can see, we have plenty of food. We have plenty of the resources, except for stone. We always have a problem with stone every time. We don't have a problem with that, but we do have a problem. I am limited by my population, in that I can't build anything else until more children grow up and become able to work. See those deer? Look at them. They're right outside my circle range. What dicks. But they are gathering a lot of food, so I can't complain. Let's see. Another interesting thing about this game, its attention to detail is insane. Like, after a while of planting, like, planting crops in a single in places, like, you actually have to switch. You have to switch crops. You have to switch, like, planting fields, or else things won't grow. Like, the yield will get smaller and smaller until, like, you eventually just nutrient out the land. Which is a thing that will happen IRL if you plant in a field too long without, like, fertilizer, or, like, natural manure fertilizer or whatever. The land will just run out of nutrients, and it won't grow anything, because you can't grow in a place that won't give the plants nutrients, no matter how much rain you have. Which is crazy. It's just crazy the amount of detail in this game, attention to detail, which I find fascinating, especially because it was made by one guy. I keep saying that, but it's fascinating that it was made by one dude. Like, all this attention to detail, one dude. Amazing. So yeah, this is Biggstown. Biggstown the second. Doing pretty well. 15 adults, 5 students, and 9 children still as of right now. And it is spring, so we can probably stop work on that and put him back on general labor. I do that whenever, like, one of my places hits its ceiling, which is denoted by that upward arrow. I just shut it down and I put the worker there on general labor, because they're not really needed anymore. And so they can be better suited to other things. Okay. Everything here looks good. So I'm going to set priority on the quarry. Hopefully get that built before, late spring. Late summer. Because I'd like to have, a steady supply of stone, a steady supply of iron and stuff like that. I should probably actually clear out all of this with my general workers. How many general workers? I only have one. How much food do I have? I have 1,900. I can probably... It's not yielding it. I can probably tone down on fishermen and get... Oh, another one of my kids grew up. Oh, wait, no. It just automatically goes to general labor. I can probably cut down on the fishermen and get a lot of these, like, up and running. And I should probably put more roads, because it seems like people are having a problem getting back, which is not good. There we go. That'll do. So hopefully, like, roads make people walk faster, so hopefully they'll be able to get that rock and get all that stuff taken down that I've already marked, and get that done faster with roads. If I actually have any laborers to go do that stuff. Wow, look at all these trees. Look at all these trees that the foresters have planted. God, it's so beautiful. You know what I love? I love, like places with with like civilization, with like buildings and stuff like that, but are still filled like to the brim with trees on like the land and like coexisting with the buildings. I I love seeing places like that. Like some places in Puerto Rico you'll see that. Some places on like some tropical islands you'll see just like these streets, like these bumpy ass streets, like because there's still trees growing there underneath, and the roots like come up underneath and make the roads and the sidewalks all like wavy. But it's so organic, and it's so beautiful. Like seeing the two things coexist rather than like. I mean, I'm not saying that big city like and places without trees aren't cool too, because they are. Like the art, like, but it's a different kind of beauty. Like places without the trees and stuff, they just have the buildings. It's an architectural beauty, but the places that retain sort of a foresty element while inside of a city, it has such an organic feel, like a coexisting feel, like a synthesis, really. And it's so fascinating to walk through and see that it's so fascinating to walk through and see three shops of like a restaurant and just covered in trees. It's amazing. I love places like that. And if I ever build, when I build my own house, that's kind of how I want it to feel. Like of course I want to have a yard, like a cleared out yard, but I also want it to feel organic with the landscape that I build it on, because I just find it beautiful. It's very what's the word I'm looking? It's very serene. It's tranquil. It's relaxing. You know, to have all of that nature around you, rather than having like a clear cut plot, because I don't know. It just feels empty in comparison. I mean, if like, I mean, I'm not going to complain if I have a house and it's like clear cut yard. I mean, it's a house. It's a place to live. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just like the way it feels, and I would prefer. That is my preference. That would be my preference. Anyway, back to the game. So as you can see here, we've got all the rocks and stuff that were blocking my quarry all up and out of here. Now they're just gonna, they're gonna move it, and we'll have all these rocks and all these logs in our stockpile, and we'll be able to finally start digging down and have that constant supply of stone, which will be nice. And I think my orchard is actually going to start producing next year, so that'll be nice. Oh man, it's late spring and I've only got 30% yield. Yikes. Getting nervous. I'm sure we'll be fine. What do we have in stock? Firewood, we have plenty. Stone, and okay. Cool, so we have lots of food. We have lots of resources. And we are currently building a quarry, and then we'll build a mine. Whether or not we'll have enough laborers to work them is another story. Because a quarry can have up to, like, when it's finished, I think it can have up to 15 people working at it, which makes it work a lot faster, but you have to have enough citizens to actually work them. So what I'm probably going to do is, once these two are built, I'm going to not have them produce anything for the first little while that I have them, in hopes that my population rises a little bit, so that I can actually work it a little bit better. But let's see, what else should I put down? Oh, and they haven't started building the herbalist yet. Not that that matters, because our health is at 100%. So that's not huge on my list of worries at the moment. So I'm just going to actually... I'm going to remove that, so that they aren't, like, the workers aren't confused. They don't start working on like 5 things at once. Yeah, that road's fine. Oh god, I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling the sickness. It's in me. It's god. I'm just really hoping that relaxing today and kind of staying home is gonna hopefully get me better by tomorrow, so that I can go back to my normal schedule. But in the meantime, it's a good excuse to record some games and play a game that I really am really liking right now. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Set time to +5. Kind of get things going here, because going at 2 is fun for a little while, but then you realize, oh, I've just been watching them walk for an hour, which I think is what I've been doing. Oh wow, the blacksmith has reached his limit, which is good. I can stop work there and put him back on general labor until I need tools again. Good. I love it when things run efficiently like that. Like, you can actually stop production because you have enough. Ugh, it feels so good to be able to do that. But, let's see, what are they... Still working on the quarry. It's about 27% complete. Let's go to 10. And see where that takes us. Hopefully it'll get it done a little bit faster, but... Hopefully I'm not missing anything around here that will kind of fuck me if I'm just going at +10 speed. 46%. Alright. Is this started producing? No, it has not. Oh, cool. We're going to get a lot of corn this year, and we'll have plenty of food to get through the winter. Jesus, we're going to have a lot of food. But we are running out of something else. What are we running out of? Reserve of iron is low. That's not good. Hopefully building all these wooden houses isn't going to come back and bite me in the ass, because that would be unfortunate. Because we have the option to build stone houses. Oh wow, they provide more warmth than wooden homes. Which is good, but it's not something we're concerned about right now. So that's fine. I'm not concerned.